Hi, it's Shiraza Jovan with Black Enterprise, back with another insightful discussion on hip hop and enterprise. And today I have the pleasure of chopping it up with the mogul behind the Black Ink tattoo franchise that is sweeping the country, as well as star on VH1's Black Ink crew. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Caesar Emanuel, how are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me. Listen, I couldn't wait to get on your show. I felt like, I was supposed to be here a long time ago. I ain't gonna say nothing crazy, but y'all should have been come holler at me. You know what I mean? Y'all could have been came holler at me. I'm a Black entrepreneur. I think I fit the category, but I'm just saying though. That's just me.
No, you know what? And because I watched the show and I'm familiar with just who you are, I knew you was going to say something. And you have every right to. I was, preparing for the interview and I was looking at our website. And so I just Googled, I did a search of Black Ink crew on Black Enterprise. And I saw that we've interviewed Kat. We interviewed Charmaine. I'm like, how we didn't interview Caesar? And it's going to tie into even one of my questions, because it's like you have put so many people on, definitely women, you do not shy away from letting women lead. You deserve your roses, your flowers.
Thank you. It's about time.
No, Woo. yes. No, you're doing it. So how many Black Ink locations do you currently have?
Well, right now, I hate to say it, I only have 7 because I just shut down my 125th shop.
Oh, why?
Because, with gentrification, some of the landlords, they just want to sell their property now and just for these big skyscrapers. And where I was prime real estate. So when the landlord came and was like, yo, listen, we're just selling the building, it was like, I understand, you know what I mean? You gotta get this money. You're in your 70s, you want to just go retire somewhere. So, I'm gonna relocate it somewhere else. I'm just trying to figure it out right now. I got a couple options. I'm thinking about Soho. I've been thinking about the Bronx. I've been thinking about Queens. Hey, I might just open all 3. Who knows?
I know I love it. I love to see it. I was just watching the latest episodes and I was smiling from ear to ear, seeing the expansion to Milwaukee. Just because I'm from New York, I live in LA. So it's like, when you're from New York, you already know, we think about New York, like New York is it. And it's really hard to even kind of go outside and even see other, more smaller cities. So I enjoy shows like that new season of Power, where they're in Chicago because they're showing Chicago, and then the BMF series is introducing us to Detroit. And seeing that episode of you in Milwaukee, that was my first time seeing Milwaukee and what Milwaukee was about and all the Black excellence that is there. I would not have seen that had it not been for your show. And you continue to, do things like that by expanding your business.
Yeah, I try to elevate people because a lot of people are just stuck into their comfort zone, their environment. So me being a tattoo artist, me traveling the world and whatnot, I get to see and experience different cultures. Like I get to go to Kansas City and get some barbecue sauce. I get to go to Kansas and I'm able to see these places for their own culture. So most of the time, especially being from the city, you really don't know nothing. You know what I mean? You think New York is it? Yo, my block is all it is. You know what I mean? We'll drink Hennessy, smoke weed. We the best city ever. Then when you go to other cities, like, wow, that's kind of dope. Yeah, wait, yeah, clean here. Yeah, your sidewalks ain't got no gum, no nothing on it. And there ain't no smell to it. It smells good. Like, oh, that's when you really realize, like, damn, maybe,
Right. There's a whole world out here that, and we see that in you too, because you're so New York. So a lot of times, sometimes your team will come to you with an idea. And at first you're like, nah. And then we see you open yourself up to this concept, our idea, our suggestion, even with the equanimity, letting him build a little greenery area in the backyard of the Harlem shop. I think just things like that, it even helps expand our minds in the Black community of just mental health, awareness, traveling, growth.
growth. That's what's about growth.
So you have two. Well, do you still have the one on 116th or 110th?
No, that was my first shop. That one closed down.
That was
And this one, yeah, that was the franchise right there. That's what started it all, 113. And then it came after, which is closed now, you know. But you know, progression is what progression is. You know what I mean? Next one, Atlanta. We got Indianapolis, we got Milwaukee, we got Houston, we got Jacksonville, Orlando. And why do I feel like I'm missing a shop here?
Well, you didn't say Brooklyn.
There we go, Brooklyn. Oh my God, how can I forget my flagship? Brooklyn, we in the house. My bad. Bad.
Yes, and if you go back and watch the show from season 1, you see the growth. It's beautiful. It's inspiring, you know.
I just did it for my peoples at first. And then, you know, when you start traveling, people say, "See, you're an inspiration." I mean, I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm just Caesar. And then it's like, hey, maybe I need to do more than just be a ratchet reality star. And that's what really got me into really wanting to be like a mogul, like franchise. Ain't too many people could do that. And if I'm in a position to do that, why not, man? It shows the other kids that's coming up. You set the bar for them.
Right. So starting out, like you said, starting out with the first shop, did you see it going this far? Did you go into launching your first shop to knowing like, I'm gonna be a mogul, I'm gonna run franchises around the country?
Now, at first, it was just me getting my shop and being boss of all bosses, you feel me? And then it was like, yo, only way to keep, like, really not, I have a problem with getting comfortable. I'm more comfortable being uncomfortable, if you understand me. Like, being comfortable, it makes me weary. I'm always looking. But when I'm uncomfortable, I'm fine like that. You know, it sounds weird. It really does. But it's very, like, it keeps you on your toes. So with me now, it's more like I got comfortable in Harlem. You're the king of Harlem. You feel me? When it comes down to this tattooing, no one in Harlem can see you. Maybe even New York. But then it's like, how do you get bigger and bigger and bigger? The only way is you got to come out of New York. You got to expand. So, you know, I was comfortable with Atlanta. So that's why Atlanta was my first one. But then I seen all these other cities and all this stuff. And honestly, I got my eyes right now on at least 6 cities. At least right now. Easy. Miami, Dallas, Detroit. Even though Detroit is kind of crazy out there.
Yeah.
But
we see that. And you're taking us on this journey with you. So it's like once you open a new location in a new city, I as a viewer, you're able to see the vision and even just really what it means for the Black community in that area. You saw all the excitement on their faces in Milwaukee from you guys just opening up a tattoo shop. That's major.
And that's big because, you know, I never really thought how big Black Ink was until when I opened my Atlanta shop. Like in New York, we one of those cultures in New York. We really don't pat each other on the back. But I get love in New York. So it was nothing like, and people would be like, yo, that's strange. You're a celebrity and they still love you in New York. I'm like, yeah, why wouldn't they? It's me. But when you go to other cities and stuff, and you like they be treating me like I'm Denzel Washington sometimes. I be like, what? Girl starts crying. I'm like, whoa. I don't sing. I don't dance. I can't dribble a basketball, hit a baseball, catch a football, nothing. I'm just a tattoo artist. I'm an artist. But, you know, people get so in tune with you from seeing your struggle from day one, and it's 10 years later. So most of these people you done went to junior high school with, you went to high school, got them in college. Like, it's crazy because, you know what I mean? People come out of jail like, yo, you got me through my bid. I be like, wow, that's real.
It is. And it also shows that you don't have to be a basketball player or a singer or a musician to be Black excellence and be successful.
Exactly.
So tell us about your start in tattooing and when you decided to open up your own shop.
Ooh, you going back down history lane, yo. I really started tattooing because I really wanted to get out the streets. At the time I had my daughter on the way, and I always like my mom's was really heavy into church, so I always remember whatever whatever the wherever the fathers wherever see father sow something like that, the child will reap something like that. I remember it. My mom was gonna kill me because she used to send me Bible every Wednesday, yo. So I always remember that. I'll be like, yo, before I used to be selfish, like, you in the streets, you ain't really think about nothing. You just got a cell phone bill and eat and some food. That's all you really need, especially as a guy. Like, it's crazy when you don't really think about things. So when it came down to it, it was like, I'm about to have a kid. I got to get out the streets because, what's happening in the streets, this kid going to be messed up. You know what I mean? So what I did was, it's ironic because I always say this, the same man life I was destroying by selling him drugs was the same man that taught me how to tattoo. And it was so crazy. It was like a full circle because all he said was, you about to have a kid, I'm going to teach you these skills. Like, I know you know how to draw, but you don't want no way. I know you know how to draw. You know what I mean? Because, in the hood, they like, you know how to draw. You're a little girl. You know how many fights I had over that? But wow. That's neither there. When end of the day now, he taught me how to do it. In like 3 months, I was tattooing. So I'm tattooing now. It's so ironic because I became better than him in the next 3 months. So I'm tattooing, I'm getting some money, and I'm like, oh, this is dope. Now I gotta get in the shop now. I'm good enough to get in the shop. Man, I go to the shop in Brooklyn, yo. I remember it's called Milwaukee, and it was on Marcus Garden between Jefferson and Hancock. I went in there, yo, and there's a lady named Ruthie. She had opened it for her son who died, some freak accident in a tattoo shop. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So she opened it and she just embraced me like I was her son. And I'm not gonna lie, they really didn't know business. My mom's brought me up in business, you feel? So when it started coming to the structure, I had to put the business on. And then what happened was I ended up owning the shop for like 5 years. And then my man opened up a shop in Harlem. And Harlem been fiending for me to come back. That's where I really had started tattooing. He opened up a shop called Black and Gallery, right? Say, yo, come up here. Now, my man in the streets. He in the streets, like in the streets. So what for the case, he went on the run. But he didn't tell us he took our rent money and was trying to flip it. So when the landlord come looking for him, we don't know where yet. So after a while, landlord services like, these papers, yo, 6 month rent, y'all evicted. I said, whoa, he's paying rent. He only missed 3 weeks. What are you talking about? Oh, yeah, he ain't paying me. He said he was going to do but he didn't. I was like, wow, we really going to do us like that? By the time, he didn't know me like that. So, you know what I mean? He gave me that cold shoulder like, yo, Puma, who's your man? Get him. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, word? Cool. What I did was I went across the street to the projects, went to my man crib. His shit was 10K. So we called it 10 Ink. You feel me? The whole project came and got tattooed from me. That's how I was up to rustle up 25,000 in a month to pay down to get the shop back. And mind you, we already shot a pilot for VH1 and we was already signed at this time. Yeah, it's crazy. We was already signed, so VH1 didn't even know nothing about this. We was acting honky-dory, like, yeah, don't worry. When y'all ready to bring the cameras up, and we sitting there like, damn, what we gonna do? I'm telling you, I was dead broke when that first season. That's IKEA furniture and discount paint from Home Depot. Okay, when you look at them red walls, you understand why they red. That's the only thing that was on discount. That's all we could afford.
Wow. This is now the backstory. Y'all could do a whole behind the scenes, even lead up special on because that was just so we still saw the early start of you guys coming together, like, but at that point you had already started the business. Like the show started with you like, I want to grow. This is my shop. Like you said, bosses are all bosses. King of Harlem. That was the focus. And now even just seeing where it's gone, and this is how it started. This is a hood fairy tale.
I guess I am. I guess I'm It's a hood
So
fairy
you said that you already had the deal with VH1 while you were working to buy the shop, your original first location. And how did that come about? How did you end up inking a deal with VH1?
Listen, when you the hottest in Harlem and that tattooing thing, especially at them times, like at them times, 10 years ago, I was tattooing everybody who was somebody. Like I already had tattoo X. X was already hot. You feel me? I was tattooing the Rough Riders. I was tattooing almost everybody with somebody, radio personality like Ed Lover, Angie Martinez. I'm tattooing these people. So after a while, they starting to hear this buzz about this slash hip hop tattoo artist. They come to Black Ink now. They see the vibe. They see yo, I ain't gonna tell you no lie, we was young kids then, so we was getting money, but we just saw some Hennessy and chicken wings type of shit. You know what I mean? Like, yo, and then it's hard when we bringing a vibe. We got a backyard. Girls is coming from left, right, and center because it's a safe haven. In the hood, you could chill, ain't no fights, no nothing. If it's a little school, it's between and that shit dead. We ain't never used to have security in Black Ink. That's funny, yo. And nothing used to pop off because they knew you do something here, we gonna whoop your ass. But that's neither here nor there. That's the old Black Ink. But like I tell you, man, we was young, man. It was different. Like we really had fun. I think a lot of times people understand, like with certain fame and glamour, it comes with responsibilities. Back then, we didn't have no responsibilities, but just had that shop open.
Right. And it's still that fun element, which it adds that family aspect to the show on top of it being centered around business and art and relationships. It's still, like you'll see you guys do a team bonding or go out to eat and you guys had just took an edible and Rock loses his tooth, ironically, after talking about the time he lost his tooth. I'm like, you just can't make this stuff up. So I can see why they were like, okay, let's give these kids a shot. Now, when it comes to filming, you've shared so much. All of you, you're very, very transparent. You guys share cases, stuff, family issues, breakups, makeups, engagements. Is there anything that's off limits?
I mean, not with me. Like, I feel like because we have such a big audience and a lot of people like we share similarities with people. They could see us in them. There's a lot of subjects that I'm scared to cover, but it needs to be covered because there's somebody out there that's going through what I'm going through. And I always say that, like, whatever struggle I'm going through, somebody else is going to see it and be like, yo, it ain't that bad for me. Like, this man going through the same thing. And he's a celebrity and he's still going through it. Man, I thought my normal life was messed up. Like, it's just like that. Because even when I had to deal with certain situations like exes, family, it's always people in my DM like, damn, I went through the same thing like you see. I understand what you're going through. Like, it's those people I be like, yo, this is what I do it for. Because you always gonna have negativity. People love to feed off negativity. That's why we got shit like Shade Room and Baller Alert, because we need to see the negativity. Like, we want to be, if somebody miserable with us, we happy. But
yeah, unfortunately, it's true.
Unfortunately, they be like, the comments be crazy. If people are sensitive, they would jump off a roof.
I know. And, another aspect of the show that, I mentioned it earlier, we really see you from day one. You have allowed women to lead from, who was the early one that you let her come back recently in the episode. She was like, she's an artist now. Was it Stacy? Tati. And then you had, Kat was with you, right? Or was she with?
No, she was with us first. And then we shipped the ass off to Chicago.
Then all of them, even and then you've supported the growth of the other artists, and even you'll stop by their shop and give them advice. We see that on different shows. Was this something going into the show that was important to you, or you just naturally embrace diversity?
I naturally embrace it. Like, if you want to go somewhere or you want to build an empire, you're gonna need people to help you. Feel me? And you gotta go with people who got the same vision as you. Most of the people that you see on Black Ink have the same vision. They want to be known in this industry, and that's one of the biggest problems we used to have. Like, the Black person was not recognized in the tattoo industry. It wasn't for till a show like Black Ink came out, and then it was like, wait, there's Black tattoo artists. Where did these guys come from? Oh my God, let's see. And then you'd be like, wow. And then now it's done grown so big. It's like, it's almost, I don't want to pat myself on the back, but I'm proud I did what I did.
Yeah.
I'm proud that I took it from where it was to the point it is now. I'm not saying I could take full responsibility, but I'm really the spark that started the torch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
Now,
no, I'm sorry, go ahead.
but now it's like I gotta even go further, because once I set that bar, I gotta set it a little higher. Because I know there's a kid right now drawing, talking about, I'm gonna be a better tattoo artist than Caesar. I'm gonna have more business than Caesar. Oh wait, I can't wait.
So you like, I gotta win, but when he gets there, I'm already be running the country. So what you gonna do?
Exactly. Work for me.
Another recent episode, well, it was all in the same episode where, you know, you let go a lot of people at your Atlanta shop because they went to a tattoo convention where you said that, you know, you were no longer going to take part in it, take part in the conventions because of the discrimination seen within that they treat towards the Black artists. Is this still the case? And do you see a change coming in the future?
I'm gonna keep it completely 100 with you. Ever since I put them on the spot, now they're trying to use other Black tattoo shops and whatnot to try to cover their asses. I covered the whole story in Chicago when I filmed in Chicago. Because we was in the Chicago tattoo convention. And you know, it bothers me because I've been seeing this coming, right? And I kept telling the owner of it who ran it, I'm like, yo, stop doing this, yo. It looks crazy. Like, first of all, you put us so far away that most of our customers have to go through your artists to get. So most of our money gets watered down because they get to y'all before they could find us. And most of the time, damn, I was looking for y'all, but this guy haggling me the tattoo and said he'll do it less for cheaper price. They get them. Guess what? All we get is a picture and the t-shirts here. So it became a problem because they seen how lucrative we was in the years before that. Now is they try to push us back. So the last straw is when they made the Black Row. They started off with the newer people, the people that were there for a little while, and then to the older people, to the ones who started us. And it was like, I couldn't take it. It was like an insult. And where it led to what was next to us was their freak show concert. So what you're trying to tell us is that we're basically freaks. Put us like this is what I can read subliminals. I'm not a dumb man. Sometimes I'll be quiet about stuff because I don't want, but I'm into all of that. And my thing was, I'm not going to eat this no more. Most of the Black artists came because we opened that way, because y'all wasn't allowing Black artists in. We had so much big of a fan base. You're like, hey, it could help our ticket sales. And that's what it comes to. And this is where the narrative is about to change, because ever since people seen that episode, there's a lot of people coming to me wanting to invest in Black Ink Expo. And my thing is like this: y'all play with me. I'm not gonna just take the cities. I'm gonna take y'all conventions too, because shit, I'm friends with a lot of rappers. I can get a lot of booking discounts. You want to me? I have. Exactly. You go, she's in the music business.
Wow, that would be so monumental. Like it, you know, it goes deeper beyond what we even got to see on the show. But I was so happy that you brought that up, because a lot of times, you know, outsiders aren't aware of the discrimination that you could face as a tattoo artist.
Right.
So that was just one of the examples. Now, when it comes to the show, now they have, they had the Chicago, which I love that one. Compton, they have the Compton. I could see possibly, I'm like, dang, they might give Van one down in Houston. So do you have any ownership in that, since it's even the name of your tattoo shop? Do you?
No, I own Houston.
No. I'm talking about the show on VH1.
Yeah, I own the copyrights of Black Ink. Hi,
Oh, nice.
name's Caesar. Yeah,
I love it. That's
when before they even came to me, when they came to me, my mom was like, "Boy, if you don't get that name copywritten," the only thing I messed up with, I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't copyright myself. So technically, VH1 owns me and Ho, but I own Black Ink.
That's right.
I own myself, but Black Ink.
Yes, that's right. That's so amazing. And so, do you see another city joining the television franchise?
I see Houston. I could see Houston joining because if you ever been to Houston, Houston's such a dope city. Mm-hmm. It's like, how can you put it? Houston's such a dope city, and it needs to be documented.
Oh yeah.
Like they need to see the culture in Houston. Mm-hmm. They need to see turkey legs, the whole culture. It's a whole different culture, and it's so dope. Like from the crazy times, folks go all the way out to the motorcycles. They even have a Cherokee Jeep gang, which I don't understand. But hey, to each his own. You know what I mean? And got the Wrangler gang. That's another part of the Jeep gang.
That's amazing. Hey. No, I see it. And all of Van's, guest appearances this season. I'm like, okay, I see
where I'm going with it. You know what I mean? And then I
see where you're going with it, and I'm totally here for it. And then now go ahead.
No, I'm just letting you know, like I'm making moves. Like that show is mine. Like Black Ink, this one right here in New York, I'm executive producer. Houston, I'm executive producer. This new tattoo show about to come out, executive producer and creator. So I'm moving in this TV thing. The checks are starting to roll in. I can't wait to start selling more shows. I like it on this side. I think I might retire from a reality TV in the next couple of seasons and be the next Tyler Perry. I'm just saying, though, man.
You more than capable, and then just show up whenever you feel like it.
Yeah, with my latte and my Porsche, hop out. I like that. I keep doing good work. Later, boom. You know what I mean?
And so you're a mogul. When it comes to business, are there any other industries that you're looking to enter?
I want to get into the music industry. I also want to get into some real estate. Because I always real estate, having that in your portfolio is very good. Also, it sounds crazy. I know it's gonna sound crazy. I want to get back. I want to get in the video game industry.
No, why does that sound crazy?
Because it sounds so dorky. Like, what? You want video games? You be playing Xbox.
No, it's such a lucrative industry, and even now I'm covering stories on the esports wave, and even how they're investing in more Black esports teams. It's a lot of money there. So
the whole, and I be sitting there, what's Caesar trying to make a game or something, or even just draw up a couple games. Or what if I just become a game designer after I dominate the tattoo industry? Because when I get old, I'm still know how to draw. I can just sit there and make up characters and make millions of dollars, and it's me, Caesar. Yeah.
I love how you find a way to make money off of everything you like to do, and that's what we should do.
Yeah. I can't make money on shit I don't like doing, because I ain't gonna like doing it. I ain't gonna want no money.
So of everything, of all the franchise tattoo shops you've started, of seeing how Black Ink Crew, the TV show, has grown and expanded, what are you most proud of?
I don't want to sound like a narcissist, though, so I'm gonna answer that.
Oh no.
I'm most proud of me, because to think, like, even doing this interview, you made me go back to like where I really started, And it was like, that man helped me. And I had to turn around and help all these people because he did that. And it's like, I did what I was supposed to. I paid in forward. And to me, it's an honor for people to even say, yo, you changed my life. Like, how many people sit there and say you got multiple people in different cities saying, yo, you changed my life? And it's like, wow, I don't get big headed over it. Like, oh, I'm a life changer. It's just like, you bugging. I didn't. But, you know, sometimes you sit back and you look back and it's like, I did it. And I did it not for the profit of anybody or even put myself in any type of stature. It's just because of who I am. So I think that's why most of the time people be like, yo, why does he keep getting what he's getting? It's like, I ain't doing it. I'm just doing it just for the culture now, yo. Right. I've been at three shops, that's less headaches. I could have just ride it out till I was old and gray and been happy. But I show these kids in these other cities that's just like me, you could do it too. You don't let this little kid from the Bronx be better than you. Man, you're the best in the world. Go get it.
That's beautiful. I'm so happy I got to chop it up with you. Thank you so much.
I know I'm talking my ass off. My bad.
Well, no, honestly, I asked questions for you to take us on your journey and give us a full picture of where you are today. And I love it when people are just speaking freely and openly, even if it takes, you know, some time, because that we want you to be able to watch this back and get the message. And I definitely think you gave the message, and you do it on your show too. So I'm happy that I got to speak to you and help share this message.